If you want to manifest great things in your life, if you want all of your wildest dreams to come true, then you have to learn how to deny your senses and ignore your current reality. 97% of the population don't do this. They let the outside world control the inside world, and only 3% actually make the inside world control the outside world. Like Neville Goddard said, that you've got to assume that you are the person that you want to be. Now, the outside world's going to tell you you don't have that car, you don't have that thriving business, you don't have that beautiful relationship. You've got to be able to ignore your current reality and assume that you are who you really want to be. Now, point one that I want to point out is that your outside world, your present reality, is nothing but a manifestation of what you thought about in the past. And your future depends upon the thoughts that you have today. Now, some people, most people, think that thoughts are just something that the universe doesn't hear, other people don't hear, and they're not that significant. Your thoughts are the most powerful thing in the world. A lot of people look at planes and look at these huge buildings and these houses that get made, but they're not as powerful as the thought that created them. Now, I was mentored by a man called Bob Proctor, and I mean, I owe everything to Bob because Bob really did change my life. He introduced me to this image, which you can see on my whiteboard. And at first, it just looks like a big circle and a little circle. But Bob Proctor really focused on the conscious mind and the subconscious mind and having an image to work with. So he showed me this and he said, let the big circle represent your mind and let the little circle represent your body. He said, the top half is your conscious mind, the bottom half is your subconscious mind, and this little circle represents your body. Now, I want to show you how you can ignore your current reality and make all of your wildest dreams come true. This is what I've done. I was just a little boy from a council estate. No one around him worked. He was on the streets hustling because I was letting my reality control my thinking. Now I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, and I teach this material to clients all over the world. I absolutely love what I do, and it's all through this concept. Now, 97% of the population, they let their results, their current reality, control their thinking. Now, let's look what happens to that person, right? If you let your present results control your thinking, if you let your present results dominate the thoughts that you hold in your conscious mind, those thoughts trigger feelings in your subconscious mind. So you check your bank account and you let your present results control your thinking. That makes you feel your present results, which moves you into a vibration. Your body operates, moves on vibrations, and that vibration alters your behavior. And what happens to person A? They keep getting the same results over and over again. This is where 97 out of every 100 people are. If you're earning £50,000 a year and you let that control your thinking, you cannot change it. If you keep letting your current reality control what you think about it. This is why people earn the same amount year after year. No matter how many courses they go on, no matter how much information they get, they're stuck in this cycle. They let their current reality control their thinking. That produces feelings. Those feelings produce actions, and they get the same results over and over and over again. Now, what did I start to do, and what should you do? Well, look at illustration B. You want to get a picture of what it is that you want. I want you to think about that right now. What is that thing that you would really, really love to have in your life? Get that picture and start saturating your mind with it. In other words, start thinking about it. Okay? You get a picture of a new result. Remember, we have energy that flows into our consciousness, and out of it, we think. We can think anything that we want, but most people think thoughts that are in harmony with their present results and their paradigm. But you don't want to do that. You want to build this amazing picture, start to fantasize about this new result. Maybe it's increasing your income by 10 times. Maybe it's getting married. Maybe it's buying that holiday home. Get the picture and then start to get emotionally involved with it. Emotions are the language of your subconscious mind. Okay? What do most people do? Most people do think about what they want, but they reject it and they never get emotionally involved with it because they think, well, how's it going to happen? Do you know anything that you want to manifest? I can show you how to do it. If you can tell me what you want, I can show you the exact process on how to manifest anything that you want because I understand these universal principles and it works for every single person, every single time when you follow it. Okay. So don't let the outside world control your thinking. Get the new result, the image, your goal in your mind, and start to fantasize about it. What did Neville Goddard say? Assume the feeling. Feeling, emotion is subconscious. Most people don't get emotionally involved with it because they think, well, how's it going to happen? You don't need to know how it's going to happen to get emotionally involved with it. Start bringing your emotions into this new result. Okay. So your conscious mind, you start thinking about this new result, how your life would be, what you would do for your family, where you would go. Okay. By fantasizing about it, you get emotionally involved with it. Now, understand this, that emotional involvement, it alters the vibration of your body. Your body is a molecule structure moving at a very high speed of vibration. And that vibration alters your actions. And it's your actions that produce your results. But look at this, it's the law of cause and effect. Not only does your vibration alter your actions, the universe reacts to the actions that you take. So it's attraction and action. And this is what you really want to do. Get the picture of what it is that you want. Stop letting your current reality, your present results control your thinking and start letting your thinking control your results. And I promise you, your life will change like night and day. If this seems a lot to you, I would really love to support you and show you how to create the reality that you really want. Okay, I would love that. I've just opened my calendar. I've got a few spaces on it for free one-to-one calls with me. And on this call, I will show you exactly how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And I will show you how to move into the top 3% of the population. Do you know that 1% of the population earns 96% of the money? What did God just bless them? Did God make some people lucky? No, we're all the same. The only difference with that human being who is in that top 1% is they're on this side instead of this side. Okay? If you're really serious and committed to making big changes over the next 6 months, I would highly recommend going to the link in the description and booking that one-to-one call with me. Now, if you're like whatever or maybe, this call probably isn't for you, okay? But if you're really serious, I'd highly recommend going and getting one of those slots before they go. I've been mentored by one of the best teachers in the world on human beings and human potential, Bob Proctor. I know what I'm doing and I want to help you create the life that you want. So I've got one question for you. Are you ready to make a decision that will change the rest of your life and your family's life forever? If you are, go and book one of those calls and we can dive into this deeper and we can start making real changes in your life.